Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, March 24, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Morning, Alex. Please tell me there is fresh coffee in that pot.
Good morning, David. You are in luck today.
Thank goodness. I am running on fumes right now.
Late night wrapping up that cone sales report?
You hit the nail on the head.
I figured as much when I saw your status green at 11 p.m.
I finally sent it off to the VP at 1 a.m.
Well done. That is a huge weight off your shoulders.
Absolutely. Now I just need this caffeine to kick in.
Take your time. The morning rush has not started yet.
The quiet before the storm is my favorite part of the day.
It gives us a moment to actually breathe and catch up.
Did you catch the news about the Federal Reserve this morning?
I did see a headline about them holding interest rates steady.
Yes. They kept them at 5.25 to 5.5% for now.
That was totally expected by the markets, right?
Spot on. But the big takeaway is they still plan 3 rate cuts in 2024.
That is an interesting strategic move by Jerome Powell.
It definitely gives my clients a bit more confidence to spend.
Lower borrowing costs usually stimulate capital investment.
Exactly. Which means my sales pipeline might actually thaw out.
Are your prospects holding back on signing contracts right now?
Big time. Everyone is pinching pennies until borrowing gets cheaper.
Those 3 cuts could really shift the momentum for Q3 and Q4.
I am banking on it to hit my annual quota.
It is fascinating how macroeconomic policy trickles down to our daily operations.
You always see the big picture. I just see my commission check.
We balance each other out perfectly.
I hope the central banks in Europe follow suit soon.
The European market usually mirrors these shifts eventually.
That would be huge for our international expansion plans.
Let us keep an eye on the inflation data next month.
Deal? I will leave the heavy data analysis to you, though.
Speaking of data, did you see that Neuralink video yesterday?
The one with their first human patient playing online chess?
Yes. That 29-year-old man controlling the cursor with his brain.
That was wild. He is completely paralyzed, but playing games like a pro.
The potential impact on accessibility and quality of life is staggering.
I can barely use my mouse before my second cup of coffee.
He was doing it just by imagining the movement of his hand.
He even joked that it was like using the Force from Star Wars.
That sense of humor shows how intuitive the implant must feel.
Do you think we will all have brain chips in 10 years?
I highly doubt it will become mainstream for consumer use that quickly.
Come on. Imagine updating your project dashboards just by blinking.
I prefer keeping my inner thoughts and my spreadsheets strictly separated.
Fair enough. The privacy implications are pretty terrifying.
Exactly. Data security is challenging enough without hackers accessing our neural pathways.
Good point. I will stick to my trusty old keyboard for now.
It is definitely a medical breakthrough, first and foremost.
Totally, it is a massive game changer for people with spinal cord injuries.
I am eager to read the peer-reviewed papers on their clinical trials.
You read scientific papers for fun in your free time?
Only when the underlying technology is this disruptive to our future.
You are a true data nerd, Alex.
I wear that badge with pride, David.
Let us pivot to something a bit more mainstream and fun.
Are you going to bring up the new Beyoncé album?
How did you know I was going to talk about Cowboy Carter?
It is literally all over my social media feeds this morning.
She dropped the track list and it has 27 songs on it.
27 tracks is a massive undertaking for any musical artist.
I know. And she has collaborations with Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson.
Merging pop royalty with country legends is a brilliant marketing strategy.
It is already breaking streaming records before the official release.
She has a unique knack for completely dominating the cultural conversation.
I am not even a huge country fan, but I am definitely tuning in.
The album challenges the traditional boundaries of music genres.
Plus, It is going to be the soundtrack for every summer barbecue in 2024.
I appreciate how meticulously she plans her project rollouts.
Spoken like a true project manager.
I cannot help but admire a perfectly executed timeline.
Do you think she uses Gantt charts for her album releases?
I guarantee her team has the most complex spreadsheets on the planet.
I would love to see the budget for a 27-track visual album.
It probably rivals the GDP of a small island nation.
No kidding. She is basically a one-woman economic stimulus package.
The cultural impact is just as significant as the financial one.
Reclaiming the country genre is a really bold statement.
It sparks important conversations about the historical roots of American music.
See, you always find the deeper meaning in pop culture.
And you always find a way to bring it back to the bottom line.
That is why I am in sales, and you run the complex projects.
We stick to our professional strengths.
Exactly, teamwork makes the dream work.
So, what is on your agenda for the rest of the morning?
I have a pitch meeting at 10 a.m. with that new tech client.
The software startup based out of Austin?
Yes, I need to close this deal to make up for last month.
Just remember to highlight our new API integration features.
Good call. I will make sure to emphasize the seamless onboarding process.
If you need any technical specs, my team updated the documentation yesterday.
You are a lifesaver. I will pull up the shared drive right now.
Let me know if they ask any difficult questions about the deployment timeline.
I will ping you on the chat. If I get in over my head.
Sounds like a very solid plan.
What about you? Any big fires to put out today?
Just the usual bottleneck with the software engineering team.
Are they pushing back on the Q2 deliverables again?
They are requesting a 2-week extension on the beta release.
Wow. The key stakeholders are not going to like that delay.
I am drafting a risk mitigation plan to present this afternoon.
Better you than me? I absolutely hate delivering bad news.
It is all about framing the delay as a strict quality assurance measure.
Spin it to win it. I respect that corporate hustle.
It is not spin. It is just strategic communication.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Alex.
Well, my coffee cup is empty, and the inbox is calling my name.
Same here. Let us go crush this day and hit those targets.
Good luck with your 10 a.m. pitch. You will do great.
Thanks. Catch you later by the water cooler.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.